Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. How are you? Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Hope you're having a wonderful hump day, Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in. I pray and hope that your day is filled with festive excitement, joy. You see, I'm a little chill today with some jazz. Yes, I love it all. I love all kind of music. But jazz just does something to me, especially towards the end of the day. It just gives me that mode of relaxation, excitement, joy, chill. That's what it does. And I love Satellite because all kinds of music are on there and I can listen to whatever I want and whenever I please. So how's everybody doing today on this hump day, Wednesday? Thank you so much for joining in. Everybody have a great day? Everybody had a great day so far? Okay, welcome. Thank you for joining in, Michelle. Thank you. I appreciate the hearts. Thank you so much. Everybody enjoying this hump day, getting shopping done, spending time with family, Christmas parties at the office, in the business, at the house, at the club. Everybody enjoying themselves? My name is Nichelle Womack, and I am your life transition strategist. Yes. I'm your life transition strategist. We're all transitioning from one place to another, or we hope to. 2016 is coming, and we have about, 22 days left before we put a cap on 2015 and move towards what God has us for us in 2016. I hope you're planning. Today, we're going to talk about the power of choice. The power of choice. The power of choice is so powerful. So powerful. And I'm going to share with you the dictionary meaning of choice is the act of selecting or making a decision. The act of selecting or making a decision. And we all have the power to do that. And what I experienced today, I taught a class to a group of ladies, and it was in relation, actually it was a health event, but it was in relation to the power of choice and how much that we give other people the power of choice over us. And it was a relieving experience because someone told me this is exactly what she said when we were having discussion in the class with I think it was about 40 people in there. She said, oh, now I had a salad, and I'm a really healthy eater. I try my best to, actually. I had a salad, and she said, okay, now you're making me feel bad. And I said, no. I didn't give you didn't give me that power to make you feel bad. If you feel bad, that's because you just feel bad because you choose to feel bad. So there's a difference when you give people that power and that choice. In choice, we must make a choice to take a chance or our lives will never change. Never change. As I mentioned to you, I'm on this health journey and I'm on this product called High Five. And I would really be honest with you, I probably lost about maybe 20 pounds. And I've never been a really healthy person as far as size wise, but I've been fluctuating. I fluctuate, and I think most women do. And so in taking this, I've lost 20 pounds, and some days it go back up. I'll gain that 10 pounds back. Some days it goes down. It just depends on how consistent I am. But it's the power of choice that gives me that reason. So the greatest power one has is within their own choice and their decision. Man's power of choice enables him to think like an angel or a devil or a king or a slave. Whatever he chooses, his mind will create and manifest it. That's by Frederick Bells. I thought that was so powerful because when we think like an angel, we're so sweet and so kind, the power of choice. And then when we want to do something evil, that devil comes out. And then thinking like a king, we know that we have the power to receive everything that's in front of us and that's on this earth. And then that slave mentality, keep on doing things the same. Nothing has changed. The power of choice. And so today I'm going to break it down for you in this quick scope. 3 words that I want you to attach to the power of choice. You, your future, and your destiny. You have the power of choice. A strong, positive mental attitude can create miracles. Miracles. We see it every day in our lives when people are restored. And I like to use Mr. President Jimmy Carter as an example. Freed from cancer. And so in reality, we would say that's a miracle when it's nothing but a power of choice. His mindset was right. He prayed, he believed, and it happened. The power of choice. And so when you're thinking about yourself, how do you perceive yourself? Are you constantly telling yourself negative things? Are you constantly believing negative things? Are you surrounding yourself with negative people? Negativity breeds negativity. The power of choice. You have that power of choice to relieve yourself from that situation, release yourself from that situation, move out of that situation, grow out of that situation. You have the power of choice. So think about that. What are you giving others the power over in your life? The next thing I want you to think about is your future. Your future. It's your destiny. Your future. Thank you for the hearts. Your future. What do you want to do that you haven't done? Where do you want to go that you haven't gone? You know, I've traveled many places and I feel so blessed and fortunate. I've had opportunities to travel, but there's still some places that I want to go. And you know, with all the havoc that's going on in the world, it kind of puts that fear in you because you don't know what may happen wherever you are. But I figure if you live with fear, you will never have that opportunity. And so then you're giving someone else the power over what you choose to do. And so I would really love to go to Paris. I haven't been there. I've been to tons of places in the Caribbean and throughout the United States. But sometimes going abroad, not only do you learn a different perspective of life, but you learn that you have that power to be limitless in your life. And so your future, what do you want to do today that you haven't done? Think about that. And start planning, because you do have, as long as you have breath in your body, activity is of your limbs, and you're able and capable to do it, you got that power of choice to do whatever you want to do. The next one I want to leave with you is your destiny. Your destiny. Don't blame anyone if you did not achieve what you hope to achieve, because your destiny is not, again, in the power of other people. It's in your choice. Your choice. Thank you. I appreciate the hearts. It's your choice. It's your choice where you are today and where you will be tomorrow. Do you want to go back to school and get that education, get that degree that you so dreamed of? Do you want to, again, as I mentioned, travel? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have a baby? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to write a book? Your destiny. And our destiny is so impactful because it really spearheads how we think. The power of choice. It really spearheads where our direction, our mindset, what our thoughts are. The power of choice. And you have control over that unless you give it to someone else. Your destiny. So those 3 words that I would like to share with you to attach it to the word of choice. You, yourself, your future, and your destiny. How do you perceive yourself? What are your limitations? Is it age or is it gender? You know, we like to blame those characteristics. Oh, I'm too old. Well, age is nothing but a number, because age is really a characteristic of who you are. How do you feel? You know, they say 40s is the new 20s. I beg to differ in some aspects. 60s is the new 40s. But again, I see people who are 60 and they are absolutely beautiful. 40s, they're absolutely beautiful. And then 20s, some of them look like they're 40 and 60. And so your future, your destiny. What have you put in place and what goals do you want to achieve? Do you ever think about it? Do you ever talk about it? Do you ever share it? You know, you have to be careful with that, though. Sometimes you can't share your dreams with everyone because we got dream thieves out here. Got dream thieves. And so Bill Gates said, if you are born poor, it's not your fault. If you die poor, it is your fault. Again, that power of choice. And so today I want to leave you with: claim it, live it, receive it, and believe it, and go for it. Because no one can give you or take away what you don't allow them to. Take your life back. Take control. Get that power of choice back and be the best that you can possibly be. I thank you all so much for joining in with me for this short scope here. Let's see what you say. Suffer from dream. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to encourage you. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, get away from them dream thieves, because they're there for a purpose. And a lot of times their purpose is a learning experience. If you know they're still in your dreams telling you can't do this, nobody has ever done it, you don't want to do it, you're welcome. Nobody has ever done it. Show them. You know, a lot of times we talk too much. And when we talk too much, that gives people that power over us, power of choice, to steal our dreams. We give it to them. They ain't took it. We give it to them. And so if you know that you're in that situation, my encouragement to you is to move away from that. You have to love people at a distance from sometimes. And I truly believe that. Love people at a distance. And people in my family thought I was crazy forever when I left my corporate job to manifest in my own blessings that God had saved up for me. And they thought I was crazy. They thought I was crazy when I started doing direct sales. They're like, who does that? You're begging people for sales. And I'm like, no, I have things that people need. When I started life coaching, they start, why are you doing that? You know, people, they can motivate themselves. Well, yeah, people can motivate themselves, but sometimes people need that extra encouragement. I spoke of yesterday that accountability. Thank you for the hearts. Accountability. You know, we have to be accountable for each other. We have to love each other and we have to support each other. But again, you're not going to always get that. And so I encourage you to not give up on your dreams. Know that you are destined for prosperity. Know that you are destined for happiness. And as long as you believe that in your heart and you receive it and keep it in prayer. You know, I got to keep praying everything that I do. Thank you for the hearts. Keep praying everything that you do. Go for it. Go after your dreams. And don't let nobody have the key to your success. That's my message. As I mentioned, I pray it's been beneficial for you, because as I minister to you, I minister to myself. And I thank you for your time. May you be blessed in abundance. Have a wonderful rest of the Wednesday evening. And remember the power of choice. You, your future, and your destiny. God bless you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.